Let's propagate some hydrangeas. Winter propagation. I've got a new way of propagating limelight hydrangeas that has proven that it works, and I'm going to show you how I've been doing it. So let's take a few cuttings and I'll show you the process. Late January, these has been dormant for probably about 2 months now. We're going to come right in here. We're going to take our cut. We're going to remove the bloom. So just take you a few cuttings like this, and it will shorten them up. All right, we back in here where it's warm. All right, we got our cuttings. Now here's what you're going to need. You need some kind of container. I'm using these 4 cell trays, and I have Pro Mix seed starting mix in it. That's what I'm going to need a label so that you know what type of hydrangea that you're putting in. Now this will work on PG, Limelight, the microphylla, that's your blue or your pink. This process I have proved that will work on all types of hydrangeas. So make sure you have a label so that you can keep track of which one it is. Make sure you start with a good clean cut. Now, I use 2 nodes. I know that Limelight will root in without having 2 nodes. I've had better success by using 2. And when I wanted to see if this process worked, I wanted to give the best chance I could to see if it was. So move up to this next spot right here and take your cutting. Don't leave a lot of space right here above your nodes because you don't want it trying to send all the energy up here to the top. You want it to be sending it down here to try to form roots. So once you get to this point, I use a rooting hormone. You don't have to, I just do. And just same as always, just push it down into the root and pack it down tight. Now on your cutting, be sure that you remember the direction in which it's going. This is the way we took our cutting here, and this was the top of the plant. So make sure you keep up with the direction it's going. So we're going to go through and we're going to get all these done. Let me show you one more time what I do is I get a good clean cut right here, and then I come right above the second set of nodes and I take that cutting and into the rooting hormone, and into that we go. All right, once you have them done, be sure to put your label in, and then we're going to put them here in our 1020 tray. Now, we're going to come over here and we're going to put them on bottom heat. Now, this is just a seed starting mat. We have it set on 90 degrees, and we're going to let them set right there until they root in. Here they are. Now, these are not the cuttings you see me do, but these are some. All right, so I took these 6 weeks ago, and this is where we're at. You can see they're starting to leaf out. I don't want to pull them up just to see the roots, but if you pull on it just a little bit, you can see there's tug on it. And that is a good sign that it's starting to form roots. Now, if you look at this one hasn't leafed out like these others, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to get 100% every time, but we're just going to leave it be and let it do its thing to see if it will form roots and come on. But you can see taking your cuttings in the wintertime and putting them on a heating mat under bottom heat. There's several different forms of bottom heat. And see, here's another one that hasn't really rooted in, but it has a little bit of tug on it, so I don't want to pull it up. But you can see it's starting to work, and this is going to give you a jump start on spring. I have 84 hydrangeas going like this. Most of them are lime-like these you see in front of you. This has proven to me that it works. Well, that's what I've done. Put them on bottom heat, wake them up. So far, proven to work. Now, I want my landscape to be full of all kind of plants, especially hydrangeas. I actually mow somewhere around 6.5 acres. And I have been adding more and more of these landscape beds as we go. And the more that I add, the more that I want. And in order for me to be able to do this, I have to be able to propagate these plants. Now, limelight is not patented anymore, so it's free game. It's free game. Go out there and start propagating all you want. So when it comes to propagation, guys, remember to be sure to check to see if that plant is under patent. So I'm going to make sure that my landscape is absolutely full of these, because I would love for my place to look like a botanical garden, or you go up to where Proven Winter's place is. That is my goal. In order to do that, I have to propagate these. And I like to push the issue, so I wanted to see if this process works. Now, I still will do spring propagation and the same process that I've always used, but I wanted to see if this would actually work. And right here is proof it works. So it's winter time. If you're sitting around looking for something to do, got that spring fever, go out here, take you some limelight cuttings, do this process, put them on bottom heat, because you probably already got a seed starting mat that you're using, because you already got seeds going to get a jump on spring. Put you some limelights on it, go through this process, and grow you some extra plants for your landscape. I hope this helps. You're looking for a new way to propagate, and we know it works. And remember, if you grow it, you know it.